Hello everybody, my name is Xavier Moronlé. I'm really happy to share with you on behalf of the Parway project the outcome of my stay here in Iquitos for the work that's been done to sustain the development of Parway objective. In general, Parway objective is to sustain the education and the economical development in the Peruvian Amazon, and where obviously Iquitos is the capital of this region, the larger city on the Amazon, about 400,000 people living here. The objective of Parway initially were to create an online Spanish school where teachers are students from the region, coming from the jungle, studying here in Iquitos and searching for where to finance their study. And where the clients are some future tourists willing to visit the region, willing to visit the Amazonian jungle, and willing to learn some Spanish before coming here. Objective is to provide the students with money through then those classes, but from a higher level, idea is also to provide the students with a role of subject in a globalized world, as Iquitos can be considered as an island. Island because even if that's, let's say, part of the mainland of Peru, to come here it's necessary to travel 6 days per boat, or just to take a plane. There is no road connecting Iquitos to the rest of the world. So back to this objective of creating the Spanish school online, I've been able to teach 8 students, 6 students coming from the University of Iquitos in the Faculty from Foreign Languages. So those students are learning English, French, and potentially German as well, to become teacher in those languages. And obviously because they've got, let's say, the didactic, they've got the pedagogy to teach languages, they are just the best students to start with this project. On top of those 6 students, 2 younger ones coming from, let's say, some villages, 3 hours from Iquitos, who are studying here, and who search for a source of revenue to further finance their study. So 8 students, they've been trained during this month. Objective of the training was to provide them, for the youngest one, with some English support. English is the basis for teaching Spanish, ensuring that there is a minimum of communication can go on, and mainly to discuss about the pedagogy, to discuss about the didactic, how to transform a normal class into an online class, teaching just with one student. Outcome from the overall experience are multiple. Just considering then the objective of the Spanish class, the first issue we are getting here, that's internet access. That's in some places that's just a disaster. There is no bandwidth. It's also really depending on the climate. If it's cloudy, if it's raining, no way to be connected to internet. So there is a point to be sorted out, searching for solution, but then solution that can help the students to be connected. There are obviously some development going on around, and in the coming months we will have to select then the best option to ensure then the best experience for the class. Second, the training is not finished for the students, and we still need to work on their education for didactic, preparing then the online classes, something that will go on. I will keep teaching them from remote, from Switzerland, providing them with some further support. We can imagine that in kind of 3 months from now, we'll be able to start first class in pilot phase with friends and family approach, to start providing and training on this practice. So if you are interested in getting trained in Spanish, you are definitely welcome. Some further outcome from this experience, discussing with locals deep in the jungle, discussing with teachers of the rural classes, discussing with the directors of the college in the rural zone, really help to understand what are the issues here for teenagers. For example, in the college in the rural zone, often they don't have the resources to come after college to Iquitos to further study, and that's the problem. Look in their eyes, look like this, there is no future. Another point is that just access to the simplest resources such as water is not a given. I've been able to visit a community near to Iquitos in a location called Belen, where people are living on the river and they are just using the river for toilet, for washing themselves and for preparing the dish. So obviously that's rather normal that children every 2 days get diarrhea. If they've got diarrhea, they can go to school, so they can get an education. That's a vicious circle. There are also some opportunity there, action that can be taken to support. Other outcome was to discover that a number of people are willing to learn English. Well, a number, mainly all the people here around are just speaking Spanish. And there is this eagerness to learn English, and because with the project we've access to students who are preparing themselves for becoming English teacher, there's the opportunity to create an English class for a local person. So there we just started now an experiment with some students, with some teachers who will practice this individual teaching for a bit more than 1 month to just check it makes sense. What's then the economical reason behind this? Do we have a business case, or it's something that can be developed? And based on this experiment, we will be able to go on or not, or just adapt to the observation and the experience that's been done. Looking now to the perspective of Parway and support of Parway, what we can say is for the support of children, there is maybe not a great future for the children coming from the villages, coming from the rural zone, if they just immigrate to Iquitos. Just for maybe studying. They've got the resources. If they come without studying, they will. There is a big huge change that they've got a rather miserable life here around. So, makes sense to help those young people remain in their villages, training them to manage the resources. They are sitting in enormous, amazing resources for producing fruit, for example. So, if they can be trained to better plan the usage of those resources in a sustainable way, they will help their village to grow, and they will help their village to manage all those resources and be, let's say, better equipped against the global threats of the companies searching for location for mining and logging, for example. So Parway project is definitely going on. Next steps are the outcome for the English school, then starting the practice with the pilot phase on the Spanish classes, and searching for solutions to support then the students finishing their college in the jungle, rural zone, for their education. A lot of things to do. If you're interested, just keep tuned on the Parway website or just a Facebook page, and we will be happy to provide with some more information. Bye bye.